All you got to do is. All you got to do is.
Victor Crowl, a former worker with the City of Toronto, is being hailed tonight as a hero in the city. The man who rescued 2 young boys from the subway tracks.
Well, an amazing story of heroics on the Toronto subway system.
Good evening. 2 young brothers safe tonight. A 31-year-old man facing charge.
It may restore your faith in humanity.
Well, he did an amazing thing. Victor Crowl rescued 2 young boys from danger.
Good evening. Live to Bill Hutchison now with a story that's warming our hearts this Friday night. Bill?
It is indeed, Tom. You can call it the Save Me story. Subway savior Victor Crowl put the words of his own music video into action on the TTC, and tonight he is the toast of Toronto.
He is the toast of the town, including a national television appearance.
Good evening. A City of Toronto Bravery Award to be named in honor of subway hero Victor Crowl.
Last Thursday was a pretty busy day for Victor Crowl. First he lost his job, and then he became a hero. On a crowded subway train in Toronto, Victor saved 2 young boys from a man who had abducted them. Please welcome a man who cared enough to make a difference, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Victor Crowl. That's okay. You're allowed.
Hello, my name is Victor Crowl. I'm a singer-songwriter, filmmaker, producer, motivational speaker, and mentor.
Every day you try to make your way. I hear you say that it is hard for you to keep on moving. That's what you gotta do. And I know that you will make it through the hardest times of your life. Don't give up, 'cause I believe you have got what it takes to make it through the darkest days. The sun will shine once again on you, making everything look new. What it takes, you have got. What it
Victor Crowl is a tireless force, constantly moving, constantly creating, and always spreading love. Victor's music has been classified as urban, contemporary, dance, pop. But anyone who's ever listened to Victor's music knows it's all about good energy.
Get up, don't give up. Get up, get moving. They say that life is what you make it. A lot of us will.
You're back. That's good. Just call me anytime.
What's the matter? I thought the truth will set you free. Don't you want everyone to know the truth? Don't you want everyone to be free? Gabriel!
Probably get going.
Why? Why don't you stay a little bit longer? What Victor doesn't know, it's not gonna hurt him. Yeah.
I'm out of here. I'm never coming back.
Please, stop.
You don't like the job? You could pay me the 5 bills you owe me right now. You know I don't got the money. Well, then you better learn how to curb your appetite the next time I've got an 8 ball. Get back to work.
I'd like you to stay on working for me. I know it's what you would want. I'm Constable Simon Thomas.
Well, don't I feel a whole lot safer now?
Women today have no respect. When my father said something to my mother, there was no discussion. She did it.
When are you gonna learn, Torino? You gave her a black eye. You turned out just perfect. Just like that.
Well, I have this friend. He's been away for a while, about a year now, and he's back. He's one of the best guys I know, Amar. It was because of him that I was able to go to mommy and daddy and tell them the truth. I wanted to have a family like everybody else. I wanted to be a good Indian. I'm not dragging anybody else through this pain, through this hurt.
Your uncle's kind of hot. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there. What is that? Are you drunk?
Dude, surprise party. We had a break-in. I don't know what happened. She won't tell me.
You can try to deny what you are all you want. Okay, but you're still that thing.
It's good to have you back safe and sound.
It's cool, you know, seeing all of the interns that you've worked with and taught over the years.
You told me that
you know, I could call you anytime, so I'm calling you.
Tell me about your new job.
Met probably the greatest guy I know. Changed everything in my life.
That's great.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to play Claire Miller in the film Victory, which is definitely a new experience. It was an exciting experience because it was just the transition of Victor's last film, Freedom, moving to another level, and Victory definitely has gone there. Wonderful experience with me and for me, and working with the cast and Victor directing, producing the film. It was an incredible experience.
I was really surprised when I read the script, I'll be honest. I didn't think it was going to be as dark for me as it will be. I can't even explain why I thought that. I just thought it'd be more light. Maybe Victor's personality being such an upbeat, positive guy, I wasn't expecting it to be so dark and so gritty, and I almost describe it as a gangster movie in a way, because that's really what it is. And I was really surprised for that. And then when I discovered that, I was over the moon, because it's something that I really wanted to do.
Oh, I fell in love with it. Reading it, I was like, just the grunginess, all the aspects that it covers, like the gay prostitution, the boxing, the drug dealing. I was like, wicked. Never done a film like that. I'd love to be a part of it.
I'd say just over 10 years ago, potentially. And it's quite a long time ago. So I've known him for probably a safe bet to say longer than the majority, if not everybody, on the film set. So with that in mind, I've seen the process that has taken place with Victor in his career, and not just his personal life. And I think the biggest thing I've noticed progressively with him is his focus and his determination. You know, doing a movie of this caliber, you know, he's come a long way, and I give him a lot of credit for sticking to it. You know, sticking to his passions and his goals, and pursuing it. You know, a lot of people in life, they have a tendency to have a goal in mind, and they want instant gratification, something that happens overnight, and that's not the case in life. You know, when you're playing the game of life, what happens is you need to be consistent, you know, with your endeavors, and Victor certainly has that as one of his top qualities.
I've worked with a lot of directors all over the world, very well-known directors and completely unknown directors. And Victor's definitely got his own style, I think. When I met Victor first, he's such a nice guy. I was like, how is he going to command a set where you've got, like, especially in the boxing scene where we have so many extras and he just has a style where he can keep himself without letting himself down or without changing himself, and yet command the respect of a scene. And it's something to see. I think it's certainly a different style. You got to respect that.
Victor as a director is very good. He's got that vision, you know, like, you know, he knows what it's going to look like before we even do it, and which is good. And he pushes you, right? He really does, and he gets the best out of you, and it's really a pleasure.
When I first read the script, I just thought Victor's journey is like unbelievable, because he has met so many different people. He has helped so many different people. When you look at where he came from and the hardship and the abuse, you know, both, you know, from his own family members and people from the outside. There's two ways you can go with that type of abuse. You can go on to abuse other people, or, you know, feel really hardened by life, or you can go on to help people. And I think the latter is rare. So when you see the things that Victor has done and Victor has accomplished, and the many lives that he's touched, it's phenomenal.
I was at home doing laundry, and I got a phone call from Victor, and he said, I'm sending you a script, and it's a sick part, and you're gonna love it. And at first I was afraid, because I had another film also, and I didn't want them to conflict and whatever. So like I told him, and then I looked at I looked at the script, and I was like, holy crap, definitely doing it right away. Like, called him back, and like, it's amazing.
I met Victor about 3 years ago. I was auditioning for a film of his called In the Absence of Our Fathers, which has now been retitled Absence, which is part of a trilogy. So Absence being the first, Freedom being the second, and Victory, this latest film, being the third.
I started late at night, reading it, and I just couldn't put the script down. I had to read the entirety to see what was going to happen next. And I remember reading novels by Dean Koontz, where I'd start it and it'd be 2, 3 in the morning and I'd be tired as a dog and I just couldn't sleep because I had to find out what's this guy going to do next, or what's happening next, or the next character, next scene. And then by the end of it, I felt so involved that I didn't want the script to end. And when you find something like that, it's special, and it means something, and it has a good place in this world, especially when it's a message that's trying to deliver something that's positive. And when it's based on true events, such as was the case with Victor in this script.
If you want me to pitch Victory to someone, I think it's an ensemble cast of great actors giving you the story of how life really is, and not necessarily giving you that movie ending. Not everything's going to be fairy tales at the end, and I think it's like a gangster movie meets a morality tale, and I think that's the best way to describe Victory.
I would describe Victory as a grungy, dark, awesome, feel-good film.
Victor. Gregory. You're Gregory?
I take after my mother, Argentinian. But you look a lot like Dad.
Really? Well, come here, give a brother a hug. Nice to meet you.
So, what about you? What do you love? What do you live for?
I love music. I live for music.
Fight!
What about you?
I love fighting. I love boxing. I love being in the ring, matching myself up to the other opponent.
So what, you'd be like my pimp?
I prefer bodyguard.
Come on, man, at least give me 60.
Give you 60? Dino, you owe me for an 8-ball. Are you forgetting that? Okay? So get out there, shake your little ass, and earn me my money. Okay? No? That's no good? Well, maybe I should take it out and trade, huh?
Of course I want to know the truth. You're my son.
I was with a man.
If your dad was alive, this wouldn't be going on. You wouldn't be like this.
Well, my dad isn't here, Mom. Maybe that's why I want to be with men.
We work together to overcome our desires.
So, are you gay?
I was. God saved me.
Maybe sometime when I hit you, maybe I went too far and lost control. But you don't know the pressure that I was under to work 2 jobs to look after you and your brother.
I wanted to ask you if I could bring him some backup.
Daniel, you do what you gotta do. But remember, if the shit hits the fan, it's on you.
Got it, Davis. So you trust this guy you're sending?
Can you keep in your pants long enough for me to take you to meet the real Lenny? Is that okay?
You got the money. Good boy.
You could have been set. You could have been set, but now you're gonna be a broke-ass musician.
I'm stuck at home by myself all day. It's like all you do is spend time with those homeless people.
At least I'm proud of what I did. I did it with my own hands. This punk-ass life you're living.
Come on, man. What, are you gonna kill me? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked you.
Good job, good job, good job, good job, good job, brother. I'll see you later. Okay, goodbye.
I think music and film are the 2 most powerful things in the world that can really promote change, promote a place where people can get to a paradigm shift, a realization through watching somebody else's life or hearing somebody else's music, or even just relating to something that someone else is saying that they have experienced.